What's on the agenda for today?
The usual. Study.
Don't sound so cheerful. At least it's not the laundry.
The rec room's not exactly the National Library.
No, the laundry's not exactly Menzies Hotel either. Oh, fair dinkum. Sometimes I think I'll put my head in a steam press and end it all.
Oh, don't be silly, Bea.
Well, it's got more class than a gas oven. My old man always said my head was flat on one side. No brains. Looking around me, I think he might have been right.
Oh, I don't know.
Tell you what. Can't see me any more days like old Edie. Notice this place? Like a bloody morgue since she died. It's incredible. One old Biddy kicks the bucket and the rest of them go to the pack.
Well, I guess everyone thought it was pretty unfair. She should never have been here in the first place.
What about Lizzie, though? She's really taking it hard, a tough old chook like her. She's pretty bloody minded, too, when you think of how some of them have gone in here.
Well, she's old and ill. I guess a thing like that would make her feel her own mortality pretty strongly.
You're turning into a bloody psychologist.
Bea, Karen, you'll be pleased to hear I have a new roommate for you.
Oh, what a shame. We were just going to be so cosy.
Well, that's nice, because this will be a little like old home week.
G'day. Oh. Well, will you look at what the cat dragged in?
Hear what she called you, Mrs. Jackson?
That's enough, Burke. Now, you report to Dr. Miller as soon as he arrives for work.
I think I'll be off then.
Huh.
Really?
Where's she going?
National Library.
Huh?
Never thought you'd have the guts to show your ugly mug in here again.
Huh. Wasn't by choice, I can tell you.
Not after what you did to the television.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, Ollie, I'm not stupid. Stop it.
Cut it, girls. It's really looking all right.
Telly,
Get up. Oh, come on, Bea. Leave it. Give it a hand. Come on, Bea. Right, Bea. Come on.
Am I touching you? Never mind. Bloody oath I am. You know your place, Nolene. Well, do you? Well? Just a friendly warning. Next time, keep your hands off communal property, or you just might lose them.
What's all the commotion?
What? Oh, that? Oh, well, Nolene's not used to the luxury here. She tripped on the shag pile carpet. Didn't you, love?
That's right. It's an accident.
One of these days, you're going to make a very serious mistake, Bea.
Don't know what you're talking about, Mrs. Jackson.
Come with me, Burke.
Oh, look, you better be careful. Don't let Jim Fletcher see you looking like that, will you? If you pass him, shove a bag over her head.
Was there any trees in the street?
No.
What are you doing here, Smith?
Morning constitutional. You know me, Mrs. Jackson. Up and down the corridor 6 times before breakfast and then back to me penthouse for 100 push-ups. Every morning, regular as clockwork.
Well, get on with it, will you?
Morning, Jim. Morning.
Hey, by the way, Doc, when are you going to organise the Red Cross to come in so we can donate blood? I mean, we're all blood donors on the outside, and take Mr. Fletcher there. He's a regular blood donor if ever I saw one. Aren't you, Mr. Fletcher?
Well,
Hey, Mr. Fletcher!
I'll see if I can organise something.
I think you better get back to the laundry, Smith.
Just going. Just going. Oh, how's the poor old nose?
Keeping out of other people's business.
Don't try and be funny.
Rack off.
Yeah, you didn't learn anything yesterday, did you? I would have credited you with more intelligence, Nolene.
Oh, look, just leave me alone, Bea. You get off my back and things will be okay. Otherwise,
Yeah, what then?
just lay off.
Just you keep your greasy little fingers out of the mixing bowl, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burke, that's a visitor for you.
Don't trip on the carpet again, Nolene.
You better hope she doesn't, Smith, for your own sake.
If you keep doing that, you're going to burn a hole in your teeth. You reckon I should take 'em out? Oh. Hey, do you think the doc could get me one of them holders, you know, for me health?
I don't know, why don't you ask him?
You better be quick. He's leaving.
What do you mean?
Just what I said. He's leaving. He's going to an outside practice.
A bit sudden, isn't it?
Well, what are we going to do now?
Oh, that's a pity.
Pity, it's a crying shame, love.
No, I mean, he's so nice.
Oh, good.
He's gentle and kind.
He's a doctor. He's paid to be gentle and kind, isn't he? When's he leaving?
Straight away. He can't. I mean, when I saw him yesterday, he didn't say anything about going.
Well, he's not likely to tell just anyone his whole life story now, is he?
Why not? He told Karen. Why should he tell Karen and not me?
Hey, what's going on here? Are you,
No, I knew him quite a long time ago.
Did you? What's he like?
Put a sock in it, Melinda. Well, nice bloody mess this is. Just where we had those first aid lessons.
One lesson. What good's one bloody lesson?
I don't know, taught us quite a lot about the medical history of one of the staff members.
Oh, listen to Big Mouth. One first aid lesson, she thinks she's Florence Nightingale. What'd you learn from one lesson?
Well, for one thing, if you should ever cut your throat, I'll know exactly where to shove the bandages. I don't know, it's typical of the whole rotten system.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't care a hoot about us.
Well, you can't blame Dr. Miller for wanting to better himself.
Look, I don't blame him, love. But I think it's a bit thick of him just shooting through like that.
Well, I'll find a new medical officer. Just wait and see.
I wouldn't hold my breath if I was you.
Why?
It took them 7 bloody months to find Dr. Miller.
7 months?
And before that, old Dr. Gray only called once a week.
That's ridiculous.
It's true.
Well, I'm sure they'll find somebody else very quickly.
It only takes 5 minutes to kill you with a heart attack.
Oh, God. All right. Keep your hair on, Vinegar. We're coming. Okay, you two, rise and shine. Come on, get up. Old Vera will have a stroke. And there's no doc anymore, so... Hey, crikey. Muster bell's half an hour late. It's a bit of a turn-up for the books. Hey, Vera! Woo! Miss Bennett! Vinegar Tits, where are you? Oi! Bit spooky?
What's going on?
How the hell should I know? Oi! Here. You don't suppose they've dropped the bomb and we're the only survivors?
Might be a strike.
Oh, nah. Can you imagine Miss Bennett going off on strike?
I can't imagine her going off on anything. No, but when I was in Mullawa once, they went on strike for 3 days. Yeah, locked us all in our cells.
Yeah?
3 days.
Well, I think I'm spending 3 straight days in here locked up with you. They've got another thing coming. Miss Bennett! Oi! Oh, now, come on. Let an honest washerwoman out to do an honest day's work.
See Dr. Miller. I'm sick. You gotta let me out of here. I'm gonna die. I need a doctor.
Ah, put a sock in it, Melinda.
All she ever thinks about is sex. She's worse than Marilyn.
Bloody peculiar.
Righto, everybody. Sleeping's over.
Well, not before time, Mother. I've got a busy day ahead of me.
Yeah, what's going on, Mrs. Jackson?
Nothing. Everything's as per normal.
Normal? You call this normal? You could unhinge me mind breaking me routine like this, you know.
Yeah, mine too.
What mind?
Come on, everybody. Back to work.
Oh, now, come on, Mrs. Jackson. What's going on? You can tell me.
Nothing is going on.
Well, that's a fine way to run a prison, I must say.
Well, when promotions are due, Smith, I'll make sure you get an application form.
All right. How much did you get for it?
Hey?
How much?
What you talking about?
Now, don't come that with me, Lizzie. How much did you sell the radio for?
What radio?
That radio.
It's gone.
I know. I'm not blind.
Well, I didn't take it.
Yeah, well, who do you think did?
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, well, I've been going over the possibilities in my mind and I have narrowed it down to...
Rumours going round that they brought in a new prisoner this morning. Took us straight down to solitary.
Oh, pull the other end.
No, it's logical. That's the direction I heard the footsteps going in this morning.
Must be a really big one, eh? Otherwise, why would they take us
Yeah,
back to
hang on.
solitary?
Let's just make sure there is a new prisoner first. Lizzie, duck down and have a squiz.
Maybe it's one of them spies.
What?
You know, a Russian, a BKG.
KGB.
I know. Maybe they've come for me.
What do you want about, you old chook?
Well, I know all about killing people with germs.
Oh, come off it, Lizzie. Just because you know how to put ratsack in the gravy doesn't make you an expert on bacteriological warfare.
What?
Oh, look, just get cracking and hurry up before the new prisoner dies of old age. Oh, I'm sorry, love. Look, I was only joking. Nothing about you being old or anything. Just a joke. Bloody big mouth Smith.
Say, where's the telly?
Oh, bloody marvellous.
What we're supposed to do now?
Yeah, I was really looking forward to the late movies.
Don't look at me. I didn't touch it.
Oh, of course you didn't.
Well, I didn't.
I know that. You know what it is, don't you? The Screws have found out that someone likes smashing up tellies and they put it away for safekeeping.
Oh,
Don't look at me.
fair.
See, even Lizzie's on my side.
Pig's ass I am. What I mean is it's not fair to us. I mean, if you're going to be in here for 28 days, that means we won't have telly for at least 4 weeks.
Oh, geez, the old rat bag can count,
Oh,
can't she?
cut it out, you two, and use your bloody heads. It's so we can't watch the news.
Well, I don't like the news anyway.
It's so we can't find out who the new prisoner is, you dill.
Oh.
Geez, she must be a really big one, eh? I mean, to get on telly.
Yeah.
I never got on telly.
Oh, strike a light. They put every flaming petty thief on the news. It'd run 24 hours a day.
That's what I mean. I mean, she must be in for something really big.
Yeah, well, it stands to reason, doesn't it?
I wonder if they'll let me out for uni tomorrow.
Oh, I don't think so. They seem pretty keen on us not finding out who the new prisoner is.
So they probably won't. Oh, damn it! How am I supposed to pass if I'm not allowed to go to my lectures? It's bad enough not having access to a reasonable library.
Yeah, I know just how you feel.
Anyway, they're wasting their time. I reckon I figured out who it is anyway.
Who is it then?
Well, I don't know her bloody name, do I? But it stands to reason. The last 2 times they tried to stop us from finding out who a new prisoner was when Barbie Davidson and Ann Yates came in. Aye. And they were both peddling drugs.
Yeah, maybe it's Barbie Davidson.
Oh, geez, Lizzie.
What?
Oh, all I'm saying is that it stands to reason the new prisoner must be a pusher.
Oh.
And if she is a pusher, they can keep her in solitary as long as they like. I'll take care of her when she gets out. Very good care.
What?
Oh, what is
Shut up a sec. It's the new woman in the pound, that's what it is.
She's off a bloody rocket.
Oh, no, she's not. Listen.
What?
Nice and steady. Pacing herself. If she just yelled and screamed, her voice wouldn't last 20 minutes. She could go on for hours.
Oh, no.
Use your head, it's pressure on the screws.
Wish they built her one right now.
Not in here, they won't.
You think that means she's been inside before?
It just means she's got a few brains, that's all. Well, we're not helping her lying here, are we?
Oh, what are you on about?
She's a fellow prisoner, isn't she? Going off her nut in the pound.
Oh, you're just out for a stir.
Keeps the screws on their toes. Besides, I wouldn't mind having a look at that one myself. Let her out! Let her out!
Oh, my God.
Let her out! Let her out! Let her out!
Oh, shut up!
Let her out! Let her out! Let her
Shut up!
out!
Shut
Yes,
them up!
Miss Bennett.
Shut them up!
How can I do that? I don't run this prison. Let her out!
Smith!
I'm just helping out a fellow prisoner, one that's being victimised, Vera. Let her out!
You shut them up, Smith, or so God help
You're going to victimise me, are you, Vera?
Well, you'll all stay locked in your cells until this stops.
Oh, let her out! Let her out! Let her out!
Hey, what do you know? It's time to wake up.
Let her out! Let her out!
Mrs. Davidson,
How long has this been going on?
nearly an hour.
How did it start?
Bella Albrecht in solitary, and then Smith got into the
Smith,
act.
I might have known.
What do you propose to do?
I'm not sure.
You're not going to negotiate with Smith. Give her an inch and she'll try and take over completely.
Smith and I understand each other very well. She knows just how far she can go.
They don't give a damn about that woman in solitary.
I'm well aware of that.
Well, listen to them. They're animals.
That's enough, Miss Bennett. Let's have it out with Smith.
Well, it's the governor.
the meaning of this?
Well, it's that poor woman in solitary, isn't it? Of course, if you were let her...
Well, if that's all you're worried about, you can stop this nonsense immediately. She was due to come out this morning.
Well, of course she was.
It's true.
Then there's no problem, then, is there?
Shut up!
Well, what do you know about that?
What now? Normal procedure, let them all out. And I want to see Travers before she goes out this morning.
Nice of you to change your mind, Vera.
A spy's what she's going to turn out to be. You mark my words.
Now, what would they do, putting a spy in here?
Well, they got to put them somewhere. I mean, they're people like anybody else.
I reckon Lizzie's right. What would you know? You're so thick you wouldn't know they hit you with a pickaxe.
Well, if she's not a spy, why have they put her in the pound?
Look, if she was a spy, they'd have her up in Canberra, filling her full of champers, asking her what she knew. Now, I reckon she's got to be a pusher.
I reckon you're both wrong. I reckon she's a heavy from another jail. And the screws are leaving her locked up until she's good and mad before they let her loose.
You haven't done a stitch of work all day.
Smoko.
Smoko's over as of now.
You reckon?
Yeah.
She's coming. She's coming. She's coming.
Get moving.
What do you reckon, V?
We'll see. She's no heavy, that's for sure.
She's certainly not a bloody spy.
How do you know?
Will you shut up, the lot of you?
I saw you in the corridor, didn't I? I'm Bella Albrecht.
I'm Lizzie. Lizzie Birdsworth. And this here's B.
I run this place just in case the screws forgot to tell you.
Oh, you must have had something to do with this morning.
Could have.
I'm grateful. I think that's why they let me out.
How come they locked you in for so long?
Standing up for my rights, I suppose.
Are you a spy?
What? No.
Oh.
Don't suppose you've got any connections? Some of the girls, well, we could do with a new source of supply.
I'm sorry, and I don't approve of drugs.
Oh, pity.
What are you in for?
I killed my husband.
Go on. So did I. Flaying up, was he?
That's right.
How'd you do it? I shot mine.
Carving knife.
Oh, what, in the bedroom or the kitchen?
Kitchen.
It's amazing the crimes of passion that happen in the kitchen. Not to mention the other things that happen in the kitchen.
I know what you mean.
I remember one anniversary, my old man and I were a bit bored. And he had some champers in the fridge. Anyway, he went to open the fridge door. When he did, I turned the light off and said, let's forget the champers, just leave the fridge door open. And he did. Bread knife, you say?
Carving knife.
Oh, yeah, that's right. How come they locked you up for so long? Bit emotional, were you?
Well, I wasn't, as a matter of fact. Perhaps that's why.
Yeah, maybe that is it. Can't imagine you getting emotional. Not after this morning. How come they've locked you in again, though?
Oh, you know. I mean, who knows why they do anything?
Me? Lizzie, what are you doing here?
Oh, just having a bit of a talk, Mrs. Jackson.
You're supposed to be in the laundry.
We were just talking.
First thing you better learn, Bella, is to speak when you're spoken to. Now, come along, you two.
Ooh, personal escort. Well, see you later, Bella. Talk some more.
Sorry you're not a spy.
Get moving. And if you know what's good for you, you'll keep right away from those two.
Struth, you win again. Piss off! I hate anyone watching me losing. Oh, come on, Martha, come on, just one more time, eh? Go on, you're on a winning streak. Yeah, that's a lot. Piss off, you're poison! Oh, you wouldn't read about it. I win! Yeah, reckon you must have changed me luck.
What about me?
Oh, don't be like that, Martha. Here you go. and one for the pot. How are you getting on with B?
All right.
You know, I reckon if it weren't for B, you could be running this joint. Nothing against B, mind you. Still, I reckon she's your main problem. Still, it's not for me to say. Right. And you've got to be careful what you say around here anyway. B has a way of finding things out. And I wouldn't want her saying I was making trouble.
Well, well, what do you know? Working. Must have heard us coming.
Stay here, you two. Burke, you've got a visitor.
Have a look at her. If there was Olympic Games stopping work, they'd give you a gold medal.
You're not doing too badly yourself this morning.
I'm not in the event, Mrs. Jackson. What are you staring at, dummy? Yeah, well, one day solitary, that's normal. But let's see. They've taken away our television, our radio disappears, and we're not getting any newspapers.
Maybe her husband's a spy, and that's why she killed him.
Oh, shut up, Lizzie. Maybe it's a coincidence. Where's Nolene? Seen a visitor and shot through, I suppose.
Reckon I could find out.
Where Nolene is? I know exactly where she is. In the nearest dunny smoking.
This Bella. Bet I could fix it up to find out why she's in.
Could you now? Like you're fixed up to have Monty kidnapped, only they kidnapped Lynn instead. I'm sorry, Martha, but you're too stupid. Besides which, I've got a much better source of information.
Who?
Karen, of course. She's on the outside, she'll see the newspapers, and she'll know what it's all about.
Yeah.
Can't you find something else to do?
I thought this was recreation.
If you're waiting for Bella, you can forget it.
Now, what makes you think we're waiting for Bella? We're waiting for someone far more interesting.
Yeah, someone with plenty of information.
Here comes your competition.
Have a good day.
All right.
We met the new girl. Seems really nice.
That's good.
Anything interesting in the newspapers?
All I have time for are these books.
Looks like you wasn't as clever as you thought.
Get lost, Martha. I want to know about the new girl, Karen. They've stopped all the newspapers, but then you know that, don't you? Got any ideas why?
Get on with your study, Karen.
I see. Gone over to the other side, have we?
B.
Marvellous what early releases will do for people, isn't it? Never mind, there are ways and means of making people talk out there. I'll see you later, Karen.
Now, you try it, B, and you'll find yourself in solitary so fast.
So people like you come and have a look at the prisons, but the results are always the same, because the screws are calling the shots.
I assure you that's not the case with me.
Bull dust.
Well, why do you think I'm talking to you?
Oh, people talk to us all the time, but no one ever does anything. Oh, I don't blame you lot. I don't even blame the screws. It's... well, I suppose it's...
the system.
Of course it is. You treat people like animals for long enough, it's easy to forget they're not. This lot think we haven't got a brain in our heads. Can I give you an example?
Yeah, please do.
All right. All this business with Bella Albrecht. They take away our television, our newspapers and our radios and then expect us to believe that she's in here for murdering her husband. Well, I didn't get no red carpet. As soon as she came out of solitary, I knew what was up. You think a woman can keep a thing like that to herself for long? Now, there's someone you really ought to be talking to.
Yes, she's a very interesting case.
Yeah, but boy, she got problems.
Obviously. The suppression of the maternal instinct to the point where a mother can murder her own child. It's not exactly natural.
Yeah, well, I don't know the big words for it, but she could certainly do with a head shrinker's help. Have you come across her type before?
Yes. The socio-sexual neurotic who feels all her needs will be fulfilled by marriage. Aggravated, no doubt, by the fact that the child was illegitimate in the first place.
Come again?
Well, when another man comes along and she believes that the child is the only reason he won't marry her, the result is logical, if frightening.
Yeah.
and for her to mutilate the body to cast suspicion elsewhere. Well, it fits the same destructive logic. It's almost Shakespearean.
To put it another way, you could say some stupid, callous bitch murdered her own kid so she could marry some dumb bastard of a man.
Yes, I suppose you could.
You'll see. I don't know what she is. Oh, she'll be around somewhere. There she is.
Smith, Ferguson, get back inside. You too, Eves.
No problems, Vera. Just taking a break. We thought Bella might be lonely.
You heard me.
Just trying to help, Vera. There's something you should know. You too, Bella. Some of the girls found out she didn't kill her husband. She killed her kid. I don't reckon she's gonna be too safe in here from now on.
You make one move, Smith.
What, me? I just came to warn poor Bella.
Now get inside.
I reckon that should stir things up. I reckon.
That bitch, I'll help you fix her.
This takes brains, not muscle. Good, she's so thick she got more layers than a Big Mac. The point is, they'll really crack down on security. Bring Jim Fletcher into the firing line. Well, we all know about him, don't we? Still won't be easy. Do we, you know? For what she did, she deserves it. Slow and painful.
I could poison her.
Oh, don't be stupid, Lizzie.
Why?
Well, for one thing, when you're the cook, it's a bit different. When those shearers got sick, they just blamed your lousy cooking. But if she gets sick, they'll know who did it. And guess who'll get lumbered?
What are we going to do then, Bea?
I don't know. What about the Big M? Maybe she's got some ideas. What do you reckon, Martha? Maybe you could roll on her and crush her to death. All right, you two, get back at it.
Well, Bea?
I don't know. Just think about it. Get back to work, you two. Right. 500 it is. Come on, Lizzie.
Oh, I don't want to play cards.
Sit down. Okay, that's Lizzie and Monty and me, and we need a fourth. Come on, Angie. Play cards. Sorry, Martha. All full up. Okay, that's Lizzie and Monty against Angie and me, and if you cheat, Lizzie, I'll bloody kill you.
Does that mean I'm not supposed to win?
Thought she got tickets on herself. Well, here comes the traitor in our midst. What's it feel like to be on the other side?
I'm not on anyone's side. I was asked to keep a confidence, and I did.
Yeah, well, as it turned out, we didn't need your help anyway, did we?
No, you didn't, did you? And I hope you're satisfied.
What's that supposed to mean?
Thanks to you, I've lost my parole and my studies have been suspended.
Bea?
Geez, that's a bit heavy. Well, what are you looking at me for? That's pretty bloody obvious, isn't it? Well, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, I reckon that's terrible.
Shut up, Lizzie. I said that wasn't supposed to happen.
Well, it did.
What can I say? I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, terrific. Fat lot of good that's going to do. Well, don't worry. I'll go and tell the governor. No skin off my nose.
Who did it?
That idiot from the university.
Peter Clements.
He wouldn't know if he was up to his neck in cow manure. Oh. Don't worry. I'll go and tell the governor right away.
Don't worry, love. I'm sure Bea'll fix it. He's a bad bugger, isn't he, that Clements?
Yes, he is, Lizzie.
He's the one that sent Doreen around the bend. I'm sure he'll be the next one that Bea gets a knife into. Oh, getting a knife into it. We're not supposed to talk like that, are we?
Come in. Oh, for heaven's sake, what now? Can't it wait till morning?
No, I don't think it can.
Well?
I thought you might like to know who told me about Bella.
I already know that, Smith.
You don't, you know. It was Doc Clements.
Oh, really, Smith? I spoke to Dr. Clements only this morning. Do you expect me to believe he went straight off and confided in you?
Yeah, stupid, isn't he? I told him I already knew and he couldn't wait to fill in the details. Bloody show-off.
It won't work. Travers and you are cellmates. It's obviously a cover-up.
Mrs. Davidson.
Yes?
In fairness to Karen, don't you think Dr. Clements should at least be questioned?
Right, fair go.
Stay out of this, Smith. Very well. I shall speak to him in the morning. But I assure you it will require something far more substantial than an accusation from you to convince me. Just a moment.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we had that sorted out.
You think you're top dog here, right, Smith?
Well, you'd know, Mrs. Davidson.
You have enjoyed that position for quite some time, the advantages of it. I think you should be aware of the disadvantages as well. If anything happens to Bella Albrecht, you will be held responsible.
Can I ask you a question? Seeing as I'm already in here for life and then some, what are you going to do to me if Bella does have an unfortunate accident?
I shall keep you in solitary for as long as I can. Following that, you will be transferred to another prison, somewhere bigger and much tougher.
You can't do that.
Try me. Get her out of here.
The record is, Lizzie, but I reckon you must be the fastest tooth in the West. Where'd you get him?
From the Thames Psychologicus.
Yeah? How's he off for fags?
He's gone. Shut down.
You beaut. After what he did to Doreen, he couldn't leave fast enough for me. Not that he didn't have his uses.
You were too smart for him, weren't you, Bea? He couldn't keep anything from you. How'd you handle it?
Psychology. Here comes the baby killer.
Yeah, and the big M. God, she looks bigger every time I look at her. You'll need a pickaxe to get her behind her.
Reckon I can't do it, eh?
Well, when are you going to make a move? That Albrecht woman will think she's got the better of you.
She'll keep.
Gone. You're chickening.
Say that again, Lizzie, and I'll give those teeth of yours a well-earned rest. I'm going to use a bit of science, see? Everyone's waiting for me to get that bitch. Cons are waiting, the screws are waiting, and she's waiting. And that's just the way I like her.
Wouldn't hurt to bash her one.
It wouldn't hurt you. The governor's woken up to me. One wrong move and she sends me to a tougher prison, which means I'd have to work my way to the top all over again. And, geez, I don't think I'm that young anymore. No, we'll just keep Bella baby on the hop for a while.
I'll be in on that. What's this? Hello, love. You must have got real hungry working out in the garden. Nothing like fresh air to give you a good appetite.
What do you want?
Nothing. I just had a windfall. Thought I'd like to share it. Have a bicky. Dinner won't be long.
Great. I'm hungry enough even to eat that swill.
Yeah, not too good, is it? You know, I used to be a cook in civilian life. That's why they let me help out around here sometimes.
What are you in for?
Murder. I'm a dab hand at poisons. No need to worry, though. You've always got Martha to taste it first.
I don't understand how anybody could kill a kid.
No.
Little girl, wasn't it?
Yeah, about 5 years old.
How'd she do it?
Dunno.
Well, what did she do it for? Was she off a scone or something?
No. Her boyfriend was cooling off because of the kid. Having second thoughts about marrying her. So she knocks the kid off so she can marry the crummy bastard.
What an animal! And she looks like butter wouldn't melt in her mouth.
What are you going to do with her?
Oh, there's plenty of time. Plenty of time.
Bashing's too good for her. I reckon we ought to do something real heavy.
To wait until the screws ease off, they're watching her like she was Princess Anne.
I'll have a go.
Don't be stupid, Monty. You only got 2 months to go. Get a whole lot longer if you're caught roughing her up.
I got nothing to get out of here for. Fred's inside. Cops have got me a little nest egg by now. Might as well have a little bit of fun while I'm here.
You're mad, Monty.
Ah, this fresh air, it really does something for you.
Enjoying yourself, Monica?
Yep. But not nearly as much as I'm going to. Here they come.
You're mad, Monty. They'll be down on you like a ton of bricks.
Keep the screws busy.
Oh, don't be stupid. They're not that green.
I'll be quick.
Big M might be quicker.
I'm not worried about old fat guts. Now, are you going to cover for me or am I on my own?
Oh, all right, but you're as mad as a snake. You'll never get away with it.
Hello? I hear you don't like kids, Bella, baby.
You push off.
Little girls about that big, I hear you got a down on. Little nippers who can't fight back.
You leave her alone.
Oh, rack off, fatso! Leave her alone! Get off me! Bloody ox! You brainless idiot! You steamroll! Leave her alone!
What do you think you're doing? She almost killed me!
She jumped me before I had a chance to open my mouth.
Well, you can tell that to Mrs. Davidson. Now move it! Move along there.
Your mate's not quite ready for the big event, is she? Not when she can be flattened by the Incredible Hulk. Fancy being beaten by Big M. You better watch it, B. She'll be taking you on next.
That'll be the day.
You and all your talk about what you're going to do to the Albrecht dame. I'd like to see you get near her now.
Would you? Then stay tuned. You might just see that, and sooner than you think.
You call us a hand? I'll have 5. Not bashing the books tonight.
What's the point?
I thought that university was a pretty big deal with you.
It's a big deal if Wentworth's all you got. Now I'm getting out of here. I'm wondering why I bothered.
Well, look who's here. Bella, the baby butcher.
Give it a rest, Bea. Don't you ever get tired of stirring?
What should I do, give her a round of applause?
There's enough misery in here without you making more trouble.
She killed her innocent kid, didn't she?
Well, if you're setting yourself up as judge and jury, why stop with her? What about me? You know about me? I killed my baby.
What's up with her?
Parole nerves. I've seen it before.
Did she kill her own child?
Of course she didn't. She had an abortion because her old man didn't want kids. Bit different from killing your own innocent child.
Ugh, nothing in this hand. Who's dealing?
I am.
When it's sloppy, it hasn't got as many lumps.
Speaking of lumps...
Well, here comes a great brain. The stroke of genius belting Bella in front of the screws. Got any more bright ideas? Or are you getting fond of the pound?
Well, it was worth it. Scared the bejesus out of her.
Oh, yeah, giant step for mankind.
Oh, it was good for a laugh anyway. And there she is, trying to strangle Bella, and Easy charges her like a wounded bull. She's down on top of her like a ton of bricks, and Monty's trying to pull her hair, and she can't reach, and I look like ringside with her. You had to be there. Sorry about the bed, B.
Yeah, well, it'll be different next time.
Oh, you're pathetic, the lot of you.
Wowza. Oh, forget her. Oh, they shut me out of the showers this morning, didn't even get one.
Yeah.
They want to leave it all clear for the baby butcher. Governor's orders. They don't want to get in any hot water. Hey, get a beat in the hot water?
Yeah, I got it, Monty. You were a laugh a minute.
Yeah, well, Madame Davidson doesn't want to get accidentally scolded. Like some people I could mention.
You never give up, do you, Ferguson?
Will you two shut up and let me think? Now, she's going to be in the shower block while we're in the laundry.
Yeah, her and Big M.
You have to worry about Big M. You have to know how to handle it. Trouble with you, Monty, is you don't know how to handle her.
Oh, and I suppose you could.
I've always told you, Monty, you've got to pick your time. Now, all I've got to do is figure out a way of getting into the shower block from the laundry.